Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Well, hey y'all, thank you for watching. I want to say hi to everybody, remind you to like the video, to subscribe to the channel. Go on and make a commitment. We in this thing. I mean, this show ain't going nowhere, so we may as well say we together. You know, we can't just be boyfriend, girlfriend, but we need to go together for real, for real. So go on and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button while you're doing it. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time. I know that some of you all are stuck down to the job. So I want to encourage you at this time to get into you a safe space, look like you're doing some work so that you don't get caught. And more importantly, take a look around the office and see if anybody trying to listen in. If they are, tell them to subscribe. Tell them to listen in too. Put their earphones on, listen too. Remember, this is the one that we listen to, that we do other things because I ain't get no pictures for y'all today. I had to get in here and get y'all the tea, honey. And I wanted y'all to bring y'all big teacups. Bring your big teacups today because you're going to need it, okay? Always a little gem dropped every day. Always a little gem dropped. Make sure you say hello to your fellow Gators or your BTGers behind the Gators, because that's what we do over here. We're about behind the gates. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna get right to it. First of all, before I do though, I love reading you guys' comments, so keep them coming. Because eventually on Friday nights, maybe sometimes we're going to go live and discuss our thoughts about everything that went on during the week. And then you can come up and have your say and sound off about who done got on your nerves. I can already see that Danny is the one. Y'all be coming for Danny. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all be coming for Danny. But Danny is the one that keeps you entertained. She the bad child, but she keeps you entertained. Does she not? Also, don't worry about when we do that, because we're going to keep our cameras off and we're just going to talk, okay? Because you ain't got to worry about if your hair's laid or not. It's going to be Friday evening. Everybody's wig's going to be off, and we just want to be comfortable. Secondly, I want to thank Shay Renee Online. That's the name of her channel, Shay Renee Online, SHAYRENEE Shay Renee Online, one of my favorite channels for me to support. And I'm just really happy that she supported my channel by putting a little shout out for me on her page. I found Shay Renee when I was losing my best friend at the time, and I would be up late and she would be up doing her videos, and I would have a chance to listen to her, and it kind of took my mind off things and gave me a much needed laugh at that time. So she always going to be my girl for that very reason. And the fact that she gave me my very first super thanks today of $24.99. Where I'm going with it, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't know. I might put it in the piggy bank. But listen, y'all can hit that button too. It's down there. You see it. It's got that dollar sign on it for you to leave a little something to say thank you. Because you know this is hard getting in here every day doing this. But I come in here for y'all, not just because I'm nosy. Okay. Anyway, I thought that was very touching. Thank you, sis. And y'all go over there and support my sis because she does a great job. All right, let's get into it, because I know y'all thirsty for some tea. Y'all put y'all cups out. Put your cups out so I can put a little tea in your cup, because I know it's what y'all over here for. Here you go. Here we go. First of all, Naomi and Jacob, right? Jacob is trying to be lighthearted with Naomi, but she ain't really having it. She ain't really feeling him right now. I mean, you done got our mama arrested. We cannot forget that you had did that now, sir. You did arrest that girl's mom. Trying to come in and tell jokes. You ain't that fine. But anyway, she ain't having it. And she told Jacob, you know how I feel about my dad. And you gonna run over there and help him after how he treated my mother? She said, your actions got me feeling like you do not, I don't know the man that I'm married to right now. She don't like that. And I don't like it either. Grandma, we stand with you on this, okay? We do stand in solidarity with you on this one here. I'm trying to see, can I fill out this picture up here? Hold on, y'all. Let's have that up there instead. Or maybe not, because then at least it moves. Anyway, Jacob insists that he treated her mom with dignity and respect through the whole process. I mean, girl, he did let her do a whole photo shoot down to the precinct. Now, don't act like he didn't let your mama sit up there and did all them pictures and things. Like she was Tyra Banks walking on the catwalk. But he tolerated that because nobody else would have put up with that girl. And so give him a little credit. Give him a little credit for that. He told his wife, he said, look, be fair. Your mama did have a pow down there to the thing and shot the thing on top of that. Now she bought that thing out there, that heat out there, down to that wedding. So don't be acting like your mama's hands is completely clean. He said she got to bear some responsibility for that now. And Naomi said, well, right now, it seems that little badge. Now, see why this is something we as Black women got bad, baby. When we call your stuff little, we ain't playing with you no more. We're not playing with you no more. So your little job, your little this, your little that. She said, when you got that little badge, she said, you seem to think that means more to you than that ring on your finger, sir. And maybe if it was me, would you have arrested me since you got the Mr. I got to do my job? And then she walked out because she was mad. Well, Jacob, would you have arrested your wife? We want to know because we knows it. We knows it, Jacob. Would you have arrested her? If she do a little something, you coming down there to get her too? Later at the job, Jacob meets his new partner. It seems Jacob is a new detective, right? And this guy has been long in the tooth, a veteran on these streets out here, right? He walks up to Jacob and Jacob says, Marcel Malone. Shaft to you, honey. Because that's how he was acting, like he was Shaft. Okay. And he said, Marcel Malone, star detective. He told Jacob, go get me some coffee. Jacob said, I ain't none of your secretary. He told him to stay out of his way. He said, let me tell you something. Stay out my way out here on these streets, okay? You just make sure you stay out my way. Do he think he Denzel in Training Day? Because I got to, okay, anyway. Jacob said, I can see that I'm going to be the good cop when we on the beat on the streets. You know how they do good cop, bad cop. He was like, I can already see that I'm going to be the good cop. He just looks at him and struts off. Everything about that man, everything about Marcel Malone, Mr. Shaft, his hair, his outfit, his demeanor says that he is a legend on these streets, and I don't mean in a good way. If you're from the hood, you know what I'm saying. If you know anything about the hood, you know they got these popos that ain't exactly right sometimes. And I think he's one of them. But we shall see. Maybe that's just his demeanor. We don't know. Jacob don't like this guy, though. He done told him that they not friends. The man told him, he said, we ain't friends. Keep your nose clean and stay out my way. And then he also told him, you gonna hate. He said, if you don't, you gonna hate you ever met me. See, I think he already do think he hate he ever met you because he can already see what page you on, sir. He already see because we see that you are a lot like that Denzel character. Than what we can see. Well, me, Marcel, the bad cop Shaft, he wants to know why. Later on, he comes back and he sees Jacob still sitting at his desk. He's like, why you still here? We overtime is frowned upon around this time. So why you still here? He said, you're not welcoming home since you arrested your mother-in-law? Jacob said, wait a minute. I thought we was out of each other's business. Marcel said, I could care less about your life, except where it affects work. You lose focus out here and put my life on the line, that ain't gonna do. And y'all, at this time, my phone cut off. Things was happening today. It's like there's somebody that want y'all to have all the tea. I'm trying to tell you, things was working against me today. So I record while I'm watching in case I miss anything and on my extra phone, and my phone went out. It said no more space because I got to empty out some of the stuff that I've been taping, right? And then later on, my pen I was writing, the pen I was writing with went out. I'm trying to tell y'all things was working against y'all getting the tea, but I'm getting as much of it for y'all as I can. Don't you worry. All right. Anyway, later at home, Naomi comes in and Jacob is packing his little bag because he said he tired of sleeping on that couch. It's hurt my back. That's irritating. Nobody want to be on no couch. Okay. Naomi tells him, she said, look, I don't like that you lied to me. I've had enough of that kind of stuff with my daddy because you know my dad had lied. She said, but she said, I don't trust my dad. And I don't want that spilling over into us, Jacob, with your actions. But he promised her, he said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He says, but one thing about it now, unless it means that it's something with my job that I can't share with you, then you're just going to understand that. He said, because let's be fair, you're a lawyer. It's a lot of things you can't tell me, right? Right? And she had to agree with that because she knows there's some things she can't disclose to him either. But he tells us, he said, but so that you can feel like you can trust me, though, you can check my phone anytime you want to. You can get my location anytime you want to, whatever you need. Sidebar, Jacob, she gonna do that anyway, baby. Because anytime I done told y'all, when the spidey senses tingle, then we goes to check things out. We don't need your permission. But thank you, though. You take some of the pressure off when she do got to look, you know. Anyway, they end up making up. And I thought that was nice. Ain't that nice? As my cousin said, ain't that nice? I know she got different than later, but ain't that nice? Earlier, there was some scene where he had flashback to him and her talking. I don't know what that was because I missed that. Because, like I said, my phone was not cooperating. My other phone was not cooperating. It did not want y'all to have the full tea. So, y'all gonna have to actually watch the show and let me know what the flashback scene was about. All right. So then we moved to the ladies who lunch. You know, the secretary, Dr. Nicole's secretary, Ashley's mama, and Miss Three Names, Leslie Laura Sherry. hmm They all meeting up for lunch. And when they meet up, they notice that Miss Three Names Leslie is much happier than she usually is. In fact, she got a glow. So they like, girl, did you meet somebody? Something? She's like, well, sort of. I sort of met somebody. And she's sitting up there grinning. I know a long time ago, my friend Mama, we was sitting up, me and her was in there giggling, and her mama came in there. And we was like, oh, we just had fun. We just had so much fun. Her mama said it must have been some boys involved. We was like, how did she know? Child, because she done lived before us. We didn't know that at the time. We thought she was like, magical or something. Like, how did she know? But it must have been some boys involved. So that's what her friends was telling her. It must have been some boys involved. When they look around, though, they see Dr. Nicole up on the screen is being interviewed about an award that she's going to receive. So they all turn and look at the TV screen. Dr. Nicole is praising her mother and her father for the great job that they have did, the example that they have set over the years. And the reporter, who she was a guest star today on the show, I think this girl, she's a Black girl. She usually is on Entertainment Tonight and other stuff like that, and sports and stuff like that. I don't know her name, but I'm sure you all recognized her when you saw her. But anyway, she was there and she said, while she's interviewing Dr. Nicole, she gonna bring up Danny in the middle of the thing. God, why is you bringing up Danny? You already know Danny problematic. Everybody know that. Lord, they trying to keep it on the low and you bringing it on the high. Girl, hush. You talk too much, Mr. Reporter. You talks too much. Okay, wait, before I get into this, let me check y'all comments because I like to acknowledge what my people be down here talking about. Real Talk 411411 says Danny is a nut. She needs help. And do. She then certainly do, but you know she ain't about to get none. No time too soon. Miss B said, hey, everyone. Lynn said, hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Thank you as always for being here. I know you probably sitting somewhere with your feet up listening to he and doing other stuff. Okay, y'all, listen. Let me put my banner up too right quick because we want the people to know that I do not claim anything. We claim the Fair Act over here. I don't own nothing but my opinion, and even that is alleged. Okay, so allegedly somebody has said, not us. I'm gonna put this up. Okay, so then they have a back and forth, right? Because here's what happened. Picture this. It's Behind the Gates 2025, right? Stay with me now because this was a tennis match of words going on. Baby. Okay, here's what happened. Now, like I said, picture it like a tennis match because I'm gonna try to give it to y'all like that because it was like boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, so the camera work is going back and forth, right? It's going back and forth, and this is how it went. I'm try to give it to y'all. I'm gonna give Danny a little accent so you know who talking, right? So so when they go to when they're covering, because Danny has jumped into the interview, and Bill done went live at the same time in the interview. So the camera's going back and forth from Bill's interview to Danny's interview, Bill's press conference to Danny's interview. Bill says it's enough. Danny says, it's enough. I was hurt deeply, but that don't excuse my actions. I'm filled with remorse for my heartache and pain I have caused. As I am so, Bill says, arrogant. That's what the Duprees are, walking around with rules that don't apply to them, like they above the law, until they take some responsibility. Danny says, I take full responsibility for my shameful behavior. The example I set for my girls, I'm ashamed. It's a mistake I made that I'm never going to make again. Bill says, what's to stop her from doing it again? Danny is a manipulative serpent who wants to punish me for daring to find happiness. Danny says, happiness was my memory. It was a memory at that point for me. I didn't mean to hurt a fly. I was full of pain. They shattered my world, and I wanted to ruin their day. Bill says, sounds petty. Turned Danny into she's turned into a desperate monster, he said, a violent and dangerous. Danny says, friend. I was a friend to no one, least of all to Bill and Haley. They showed such generosity in dropping the charges, and I'm filled with gratitude for that and for my family. And scene. Whew, child, y'all all right? Y'all okay? Because that thing was going back and forth and back and forth. I was tired. I was tired. Y'all sipping tea, huh? Everybody all right? Everybody? Sip some tea. Have a cucumber sandwich. Bite off your cucumber sandwich. Because that was a lot. But I think that Danny won that press conference war. Haley, you cannot win. Girl, listen, let me tell you something. You cannot win against folks that have been that was married as long as they had. They can reignite and reconnect, good or bad, with little to none effort, honey. Ain't nothing you can do about that. They able to finish each other's statements in the midst of this fight and wasn't even nowhere in each other's company. Okay? Okay. Linda says, and I know you in here trying to get all the tea. All the tea, honey. All the tea. Every time they open the gates behind the gate, we all like, ooh, girl, let me see, let me see what they, what is my, because it'd be so piping hot, it'd be pumping hot. Bill and Haley, though, let me tell you how they date went, right? Bill is passing some info on to one of the guys in the office. We've seen him before. In fact, he was at the wedding because he had asked Kat out on a date. We were wondering who was this guy that looked like he was maybe of Oriental descent. I hope that's the right word to say. Okay, so Bill says, listen, I'm about to go on my honeymoon. I need you to handle this case. And then the guy says, hey, by the way, do you mind if I ask your niece Kat out? He's like, I don't care. Go ahead, do your thing. Well, Haley had a scene Haley had a scene with the girl who was at the wedding helping her out get dressed. Her name is Caroline. She's Bill's assistant, right? This is another scene that I missed because my phone went out and my pen started writing. I was running around trying to find another pen and trying to get my other phone hooked up to record some stuff, and I totally missed this. So I'm gonna need y'all help on this because this is something I thought I saw when I came back in the room, right? Did I see that girl give Haley a hug that was more warm than friendly? Did y'all let me know? Because I think I saw that. I think I did. But if I didn't, I'm gonna look at it again later. I'm gonna report the things that I missed at the top of the show tomorrow because I was wondering what was going. Here it is. Haley was talking about leaving for her honeymoon, and this girl seemed like she was trying to be friendlier than friendly. I don't know. So, anyway, Haley came in, and let me see if this is the part. Hold on. Okay, I can skip that. Okay, so When they were at the office after the press conference that went down, right? Bill was talking to. Oh, I already wrote that. I thought I had missed writing this stuff down. Ooh, okay. So anyway, Haley comes in the office later and she tells Bill, she says, "Listen, the car is downstairs. It's waiting to take us to the airport so that we can leave for our honeymoon." Do y'all know? Do y'all know? Do y'all know what Bill was doing while she stand up there talking to him about going to the airport? Huh? Bill was on his computer looking at pictures and videos of Danny. Come on now. See, see. This the reason why right here today, side note, why people can't get together, no relationship, not relationship, and no relationship, because folks do not know how to get somewhere and sat down. They be talking to you and at the same time on the computer communicating with somebody else, and that's what Bill was doing. Hmm. See, Bill has said, this is what I missed, I found it. Bill has said to Haley earlier, he said, "Listen, I think I need to go down there and do something because I feel like when Nicole do her interview, she just really trying to do some damage control, and I need to put a stop to that." And Haley was like, "Let me tell you something. I done got sick and tired of playing second fiddle to these folks, and we done put my honeymoon on delay and all that, so you can go down here and do a back and forth with your wife. And did you see how beautiful that back and forth was that they did, child? They weren't even in the same room and talking the same conversation." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What I did not get was her standing over there by his side. I think I'll be covering that later, but child, I ain't standing next to nobody while you make no fool out of me. You can forget that. Let me check your comments. Linda said, "Uh-oh, precisely, girl. And they up there looking in the computer, looking at Danny. He still wanna, because I done told y'all narcs don't like to cut nobody off for nothing. They can still use you for something. It's like an old shoe you just can't commit to getting rid of. They ain't gonna let you go." Bill enjoys the chase. Yes, he does. Bill enjoys the chase and the capture. He sure do. Ted, Dr. Nicole and Eva and them, right? Eva is helping Dr. Nicole at her office earlier, and she's a bit frazzled because she's trying to get ready for the interview that she had to go to. Ted later comes into Dr. Nicole's office and is looking at Dr. Nicole's, and he sees Eva is looking at Dr. Nicole's family photos. And Ted asked her why was she looking at those. She said, "Because I don't have no siblings or no real family, and I often wonder what that's like." Mm, okay. Danny shows up to a parent's house for the interview. You know, they move around, so some of this stuff is kind of put in here where it shouldn't be, but I'm just telling you what had happened. When Danny showed up at her parents' house for that interview that she was going back and forth, ended up going back and forth with and Bill. She told her sister, she was like, "Girl, don't you worry. I'm here for you. I ain't here to try to steal your shine. Okay? Okay, Danny, but we know you bought a spotlight and a wind machine, girl, for your hair, because you know how you do anytime it's light, camera, and action. You be ready. You be ready, Danny. Don't you tell her that." But as true to form. But she did have reason to jump in. We do have to say she did have reason to jump in because I know y'all like to be jumping all over Danny. But Danny had a reason to jump in this time because that reporter lady did say, "Girl, Bill on live right now. Don't bet you right now." So we forgive her this time for pulling out her wind machine and putting on a whole show. But she was ready. See, she ended up being ready for the moment. See how it worked out? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Then he did it. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing about this press conference, though, right? Sidebar. Just a little sidebar. Eat a crumpet. Let me tell you something. Sidebar. Haley was over there standing next to Bill, like them politician wives do when they done cheated and had a baby on the side and that baby done popped up. She was standing by her man. My question is, could you, would you stand next to a man while he's telling the press stuff about somebody else he done messed up with? Because I know I would not. I could not. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Mm-mm. But she stood over there, standing by him, I don't know. But should she have? That's my question. They supposed to be on their honeymoon right now. And she's standing over here by Bill's side while he's sitting up here talking about Danny yet again. Do y'all understand that it ain't been but a few days that the show has been on, but in that short time, during this girl's wedding day, it was all about Danny. After her wedding, it was all about Danny. And right now, she's trying to go on a honeymoon. It's still about Danny, baby. Mm-mm. But here's something I did notice, right? Let me see. No, let me say this first. Bill said when he did that press conference, he said, I was kind enough to invite Danny to the wedding in goodwill and her family so that they would be there to support her because I know her mental state is deteriorating. Yeah, Danny, you're right. He might want you, girl. But for what? That's the question. That's what we're trying to figure out. hmm When everything wrapped up with the interview, Naomi's family encourages her to work it out with her husband. Girl, let it go. The man was doing his job. They done told her again, girl, work it out, work it out, work it out. But we know that they did end up, smoothing that over. Going back to Eva, Ted, and Leslie Nicole, and Leslie, let me think of all her names now. Leslie, Dana, Sherry, right? They had a day, so let's talk about that. When Eva they came up on the scene and Eva had her hand back down at Dr. Nicole's desk. I think she need to put a mousetrap up in there because not Danny, Eva, no, she like to keep her hand down at somebody's desk looking at stuff. Wait, before I go through this, let me see what y'all talking about before I move on. Linda says Bill loves angry Danny. That could be his turn on. Some people like that. Some people like to like you mad, and then they, like to make you mad, and then they like, she's so cute when she mad. Girl, if somebody run up your blood pressure, leave him alone. That's all I'm saying about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Okay, so anyway, Eva once again has her hand down in Dr. Nicole's desk looking for stuff. Just, girl, what is you looking for down this woman's desk? My God. She pulls out this bracelet, diamond bracelet that Dr. Nicole had lost. And she's standing there looking at it, right? Talking about, he ain't never give my mama no nice stuff like this. So when Dr. Nicole came in, she's like, look what I found. Dr. Nicole was so happy to find her lost anniversary gift that she doesn't question why this girl had her hand down in her desk again. But I would have asked, girl, thank you. But what you got your hand down in my desk for, girl? I gotta dig down in my purse. I mean, what you doing? Keep your hands out my stuff. No. Well, Kat runs into her cousin, Chelsea. That's Danny's daughter. And she's on her way to meet up with that couple that she had left that bar with. And her cousin says, this is what her cousin said. Her cousin said, are you doing that again? What? What? Girl, what? What? She said, oh, you doing that again? See, this ain't her first time down to the rodeo. Girl, you need to cut it out and go get you some counseling ASAP, little Chelsea. Because, girl. Whew. Anyway, Ted and Nicole are talking, and he says she's finished with Bill. She's like, I'm done with that Bill. He trifling. I'm just done with him. And Ted said, do you want me to talk to him? Because, when we went through our tough times, it was, we knew how to get through them. And maybe I can help him to see that he could get more done with sugar than with vinegar. And she hugs him and she's like, you just so sweet. Thank you, dear. And as he's hugging her, he's flashing back to Miss Three Names because Ted know he gonna need a whole lot of sugar to get this situation in tow because that girl ain't playing with him. And ain't. She ain't. She there for something, but I don't know if it's for Ted or for some money, because Ted said he already done gave her some money. And I'm sure had she reached out and just asked for money, she could have got money. So money ain't what she there for. But we got to wait and see. We can't be, y'all be jumping to conclusions. Y'all likes to jump to a lot of conclusions and things. That be y'all, not me. I'll be taking my time with it. Y'all be jumping to conclusions. Anyway. I want to find my spot now. Okay, Three Names, Miss Three Names, Miss Leslie, Sherry. What's her other name, y'all? I be forgetting the other name sometimes. Anyway, Miss Three Names is sitting over there talking to her daughter Eva, right? And she's like, so what went on today? She's like, I got a chance to talk to dad. She was being excited. She was like, I got a chance to talk to my dad. And he told me if I needed anything, he would be there for me. Her mother's like, girl, you are playing a dangerous game messing around with him. Girl, who are you to talk, Miss Leslie Laura Sherry? Leslie Laura Sherry, who is you to talk, girl? You can't call the kettle no names. The pot can't call the kettle no names because both of y'all is used for cooking, sis. I mean, you the same thing. Y'all both live in the kitchen, sis. So how you gonna talk to this girl like she wrong for over here playing games on her daddy when you doing the same thing? Come on, girl. Ted sees that Nicole has found that bracelet, right? And she said, Eva found it in my desk. Ted said, what a sweetheart she is. Earlier he had asked her if she knew who her daddy was. Because I think Ted playing crazy like a fox. Ted know what time it is. So Ted is like, do you know who your daddy is? Have you ever looked for him? And she's like, no, I mean, if he don't want to be found, I ain't trying to go through all that. He said, that's one of the reasons why I raised Andre, because I wanted him to not feel lost in his life. I didn't want him to feel unwanted or any of that. And as he was getting ready to leave, see, when he walked in, he was holding like he had got a milkshake or a pop or something and had a straw in it, and he was getting ready to pick it up, and Eva grabbed it. She said, don't worry about it, I'll throw it away for you. He's like, oh, thanks. Ooh. Y'all know she about to do a DNA test on that straw. You know she is. That's what she wanted for. Ted. But here's the real tee. What if she find out that ain't none of her dad? Huh? What if she find out that Ted ain't none of her daddy, and Leslie Laura Sherry still wants to move ahead with trying to, get money out this man and mess up his life? What if she find that out? Huh? What gonna happen then? Huh? Okay. Anyway, in the final scene, Danny is at the country club having a drink and looking at her phone at Bill. Okay, here we go. See, Bill was at his office looking at her on his tablet. And now she down to the country club sipping on a drink, looking at Bill on her phone. Never can say goodbye. No. They are more like, neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. See, they don't want to say goodbye. These two is two peas in a pod. Both of them is toxic as I don't know what. Poe Haley. Girl, you done, not Haley, Poe, yes, Haley, Poe Haley. You done got in the middle of something, baby, where people wasn't finished. That's why you need to stay out people's marriages, honey, because when these folks don't be done, they will tuck and hide and run right back where they came from. But anyway, in the final scene, she's sitting there sipping on a drink and looking at him on the thing. And here's something interesting. Right? Y'all listening? Is y'all listening? Lean in. Is y'all listening? Listen, Linda, listen. Okay. Bill is talking, right, in the press conference. And he says, and he's not looking at the lady that's talking to him. Oh, no. He looks straight into the camera. He says, I am here doing all of this, and I'm supposed to be headed to Italy with my wife for our honeymoon. We're getting ready to leave for Italy for our honeymoon. Why are you looking at the camera saying that? Nabil, is you talking to Danny? Is you trying to get Danny to come show up down to Italy? Are we all getting ready to board a plane to Italy? And if we are, can you get us first class seats so we can sit up front and enjoy the good food and stuff on the flight? Thank you. Because we want to be comfortable, Bill. Because I think we all going to Italy, Bill. I can feel it. Don't y'all think we about to go? I think so. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go up here. Linda says that's his link. Yes, she is. He ain't let her go. Ted ain't stopped. No, I done told y'all Ted is too sugar sweet, too perfect. He's perfect. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. Destiny H says this episode was good. Girl, it was. When they was going back and forth and back and forth in that press conference, woo, I was like, oh my goodness. Woo, I was glad that I did get that on tape, so I was able to slow it down and get that. Destiny has a prediction. She says, my prediction is Bill and Danny are gonna get it on one last time. Girl, ain't gonna be no one last time. It's gonna be and for a few times. Destiny. Girl, you better especially if she get on the plane. If we all get tickets in the morning to head to Italy, I hope y'all got y'all outfits together and bring your petite teacups with you, because we got to sip tea while we're over in Italy. Okay. Anyway, Danny is sitting there and she's looking at Bill on her phone, and he's talking about, I'm getting ready to go to Italy and all of that. And Danny picks up her phone. She takes her phone and throws it into a glass of that she was drinking, that she was having her drink out of. Hold on, y'all, I'm about to call. I done talked my throat dry. Anyway, she takes that phone and throws it into the glass that she was drinking. You know, her drink, it was a big tall drink, and she took it and pitched it in there. And the waiter came through, and like he was about to pick it up, she said, "No, no, I want to watch it until it flickers out." In other words, baby, she ain't about to let none go, including Bill. Including Bill. She ain't letting nothing go. Okay? Ooh, y'all, the plot thickens every day. Every time I know y'all think y'all done with Beyond the Gates, y'all be like, let me pull up here and see what happened. But that's all right. If you don't catch it, come over here. I tell y'all the tea. You know I'ma always tell y'all the tea. Always. That's what I do. I be standing up there at the gate in the morning time waiting for my friend to go, psst, psst, come on, sneak me behind the gate so I can get the tea for y'all and bring it to you just in case you miss it. Because I know you at work waiting to see what happened was, but I'm here to tell you. All right, y'all, so here are our questions, right? Here we go. Will Haley finally get to leave for this honeymoon? Will she? Does Danny follow them to Italy? And will she stay at the same hotel? Will she need two rooms like Diane Carroll in Destiny? Because she in Dynasty, because she don't sleep in the same room with her clothes. That was a cold line, wasn't it? Is Jacob new partner going to be a training day for him? Is his first day going to be like training day? Is it? Because I got the feeling it is. He about to do all sorts of stuff on his first day, and is. Who partnered him with that man? Who put him with this man? Because it ain't like their personalities match, y'all. Child, we all got to meet back here tomorrow, so we can continue to peek in behind the gates, unless we get our boarding passes to go on to Italy. Y'all let me know if you do. Thank you all for listening once again. It is always my pleasure to bring you the news beyond the gates. Please like, share, and subscribe. And make a comment down there. Y'all say hey to one another. Y'all acknowledge each other. We are all Gators in here together. All right? BTGs together. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.